Hey, it's me, Jim Farrell, or Tom Bosley, whatever you prefer, back from 3 Skill with another cool animation tutorial. Today, I want to show you a workflow how to use the LipTalk plugin for lip synchronization in production. So this is the small scene we want to animate today, or better said, lip sync today.
So Bay Ridge, that's near Staten Island, right?
Brooklyn, across the Verrazano Bridge.
Saturday Night Fever territory.
That's right, Guinea Gulch. We call the Verrazano Bridge the Guinea Gangplank.
Okay, so let's take a quick look at the workflow. So first of all, we have to prepare our character for LipTalk. So
I don't want that.
sculpt the phonemes. This is very, very easy when the character has a jaw joint. This is a work for 10 minutes or something, not more. Then we have to, in the second step, we have to create our audio files when we work in the audio mode with LipTalk. So we have to create audio files. I cut this audio files from a movie scene, and or you simply record your own audio files, or you do some with AI. In the third step, we need to load this audio files into the LipTalk audio converter and convert it into LipTalk transcripts. And then I keep the steps separately. You could also, in the next step, load it directly into the LipTalk, into your movie scene. But I like it to save this animation slate in motions so that I can save it in a library. So the next step is to convert this LipTalk transcripts into keyframes and then into motions, which we can then later on save on our hard drive in a library. And then in the final step, we simply import these motions into our movie scene, onto the LipTalk plugin, and then we can arrange it non-linearly on our timeline. And that's it. So let's begin with the first step, preparing our character. So let's start preparing our character for LipTalk. Here I have this girl character, so it's already rigged, and we need to, prepare it for LipTalk. The first thing, as you can see here, our character has here a jaw joint, which controls the jaw. The jaw is controlled via a controller object here. You can select this and then you can rotate. And we need to animate the jaw with LipTalk, we need to add here a jaw joint solver tag to this jaw joint, to this jaw control object. We go to extensions, LipTalk, jaw joint solver tag. At the moment, nothing fancy happens. Then we need a pose morph tag here for LipTalk. So this is this one. We need also a pose morph tag for our phonemes. So here I have a pose morph tag for blinking, eye blinking, and so forth, but I prefer to keep it separately. So I simply create another pose morph tag just for the LipTalk. So I need here, I call this LipTalk, and then I activate points. So I delete this pose here, go to animate. Let's demonstrate this with another example here. I create quickly a null object here, call this LipTalk, add here my LipTalk tag. And as you can see, we have no user data. So here we can first of all add user data. So he adds the user data for the phonemes. And then we need to drag here the pose morph tag, and then we are able to add the poses. So if we click that, as you can see in our pose morph tag, he adds automatically all the poses. They are empty, they have no data, but it would be very time consuming to type this poses manually, exact phonemes and spelling here and the naming and so forth. So then we go to edit mode. The first thing what we need here in LipTalk in the jaw joint solver tag, this is our starting pose for the lips, the mouth is closed. So I simply say here, initialize angle. So now the short joint solver tag is working, and we can't control anymore here this thing via this. So if you want to control it manually here, you have to turn this off by enabling or something like that. Back in our pose morph tag, we now sculpt the poses. I quickly make all the null object invisible. And also splines maybe. And then I go into pose morph. I have here my sculpting things, activate here my geometry. And then I simply start here with the A pose. As you can see here, it's inverted. The jaw joint is controlled by the jaw joint solver tag. It's inverted, so we have to invert it quickly. So when I'm now, as you can see, it's opening mouth. For the A, we do not have to do anything for the lips because it's just opening the jaw. It's for son, mother, or something like that. Then we go to our E pose here. For we need to sculpt a little bit. I take my grab tool, I activate here symmetry, and then I simply, he opens a little bit the mouth, and then I also activate here post deformers. No, in this case doesn't work, post deformers. So I need to, yeah, stretch it a little bit out. Oops. So here I need to mouse position here. So I stretch it a little bit out. I want to make the E, E, E. So this is the E pose, E, E, E. Pretty cool. Then we go to our E pose. I simply copy this pose and replace it here with the E. E, this is the E pose, the E. And here for, he puts the lip a little bit more up. This is a little bit bad here. So the E pose, a little bit of smearing here. So this is the E pose, E, E, E. This is E, E, for instance. Then we need our O pose. And for the O, he's brings the lips a little bit forward here. And he's closing here the lips, of course, like so. Oh, maybe like this. So this is here the lip pose for O, O. The same goes for the U. I copy it and paste it, replace it. I have my U pose, and therefore I need a little bit more the underlip a little bit like this. So this is my U, U, and this is the O, O, U. Yeah. As you can see, it works pretty fast here for comic characters. And the next one is the F pose. So The F pose is the next one here. So he doesn't open the mouth. Basically, he does. Maybe I change this in future updates that I work a little bit more precise, but at the moment it works like this. So for the F, he's raising a little bit the upper lip like this. And he brings the like this. So this is F, F. A little bit of smearing here, I would say here. So this looks like good, like a F. A little bit too much. It's okay for my taste. And then we go into our W. So we like water or wear, something like that. And here he opens, of course, a little bit the mouth. And we also need here to make the mouth pretty close. Maybe it's Positiformis here. Positiformis works here better. I don't know why this is so, but yeah, in this case it works. So when you can't move the lips via sculpt, and then you have to activate your Positiformis. So also we have to bring the lip a little forward. Yeah. So we can also take our smooth pen a little bit and smooth a little bit. Oh, this was not very good. So very less strength here. Yeah, this is our where. When he says where. Then for the sh, like she or something, also we bring the lips a little bit together. Then we open here a little bit. And we bring a little bit forward here. Can use the smooth pen here a little bit. Yeah, this is for the sh. So for the S, H, and the T, we also have to sculpt the tongue, because it's a subtle movement of the tongue, but it makes a lot of impression here in the animation later on. So first of all, then we go to the T pose. The T pose. Herefore we need to, he opens the mouth. We do not have to don't have to sculpt here anything, because it's just that we just have to sculpt the tongue in the T-pose. So, and here the last but not least, here in the M pose, he's closing the mouth. Basically, he's opening the mouth, but this I will change in the future update. But at the moment, we have to, yeah, take this version here. So the M pose, so I think we need to take positive formers here. M pose here. He's taking this one here. He's rolling the lip a little bit inside here, maybe, and brings this like this. And the same goes for the so this is the M pose. It's also for B, better M. So I think this is good. So now I want to, yeah, animate the tongue for the SH. So I need to jump here into my, let's have to animate, jump to my polygon mode and select here the polygons of the face. And say here height selected. Then I have to go into my teeth. Shitty. Into the teeth here. I'm missing a polygon. Shitty. Also, we're hiding this one. Oops. Something weird going on here. So select hide selected. Hide selected. Okay, the eyes are a little bit, yeah, as well. So now we go to our T-pose here. Again, edit mode to our sh pose. So we need to bring the tongue a little bit up. And go to sculpting, grab tool, and now we need to simply bring our, as you can see here is something weird going on. So we need to activate positive formers. So I need to bring my tongue a little bit up here. It's a bad example here, so I need to bring my tongue here up. Yeah. I think this is enough here. When we look in the geometry, so the jaw joint is opening and the tongue is going a little bit upwards. Yeah. Then we go to our T-pose. Here, the same thing. Or T-pose. We need to bring our tongue a little bit up. Let's move this a little bit here. I think there's something weird going on here. Post deformer. So if it doesn't work here, something weird going on, simply activate post deformers and then it should work here. Okay. So this is now the tongue movement here. We can bring this a little bit like that. Yeah, let's go to animate. Let's say here, polygon mode selected, show all. When we now look to our animation, T, as you can see in the T pose, the tongue is going upward to the teeth here. This is a saddle animation here, but this makes a lot in animation later on when you speak like the A, then we make a T or the sh, also for the sh. So we've prepared our character for LipTalk, and you can make it much better than I. And then we simply save this character, and then we create our scene later. The same goes for every character you want to create for LipTalk. You have to spend this 10 minutes of work to get this done here. So we have finished this part and we see us in the next video. So now we want to create our audio files. So herefore I have the video, so you can also record it manually. So here I have a video scene. I import it here in Audacity. I have here the complete audio files, and what we need is, of course, the first part when Naomi speaks, then Leonardo speaks a small scene, and then she speaks another dialogue. So
Bay Ridge, that's near Staten Island, right?
Brooklyn.
So this audio file we don't need the first part because we can see Leonardo in the scene, so we just need here this one.
Saturday Night Fever territory.
That's right. Guinea Gulch.
So Bay Ridge, that's near Staten Island, right?
Brooklyn, across the Verrazano Bridge.
Saturday Night Fever territory.
That's right.
So we need this one, this part here. Come on.
Right?
Brooklyn.
Right?
Brooklyn.
So what I simply did here.
Brooklyn, across the Verrazano Bridge. Brooklyn, across the Verrazano Bridge. Brooklyn, across the Verrazano Bridge. Brooklyn, across the Verrazano Bridge.
Saturday.
So we need this one, this part here, of course, and this one, we need this part we don't need here. And the same goes for all other parts here. Then we see
Saturday Night Fever territory.
That's right. That's right. That's right.
We need this part here. And then she talks again.
That's right. Guinea Gulch.
That's right, we cannot see her. We see this from...
That's right. That's right. 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 Guinea Gulch. We call the Verrazano Bridge the Guinea Gang Point.
So we need, of course, this part here. So the other thing we don't need at the moment. And what I did here is simply I normalized the volume here, and the same goes for this effect here, this effect, and then I simply increased here the loudness here. So I think this is okay. So we increase a little bit loudness, better for LipTalk, for the plugin for the auto converter to convert it. And let's take this one here, and yeah.
Saturday Night Fever territory.
That's right. Guinea Gulch. We call the Verrazano Bridge the Guinea Gang. That's right. That's
Fever territory.
That's right.
Saturday Night Fever territory.
That's right.
So we blend it a little bit in here. And here we blend it out. And so forth. And then I simply exported here, this clip here, audio export to my LipTalk tutorial to the scene 1. You see Leonardo 1. I export it to Leonardo 1. Then I exported here her part here.
Saturday Night Fever territory.
Her part.
Saturday Night Fever.
That's right.
And her part. Yes. And that's it. So now we are ready to convert our audio files, our WAV files with the audio converter. I simply start the LipTalk audio converter and I simply leave the setting as international here. So it accepts all languages over 2500. I let this phoneme emitter to 1 and I simply activate advanced mode so that we are able to use advanced mode later on as well in the plugin. So we can choose between both methods, normal and advanced mode. If I just uncheck this, I can just use the normal method. So, but this results in a little bit higher file sizes, of course, because he has to write all the amplitudes into the file here. So I load the first audio file. This is Leonardo 1. I open it, and as you can see, I simply press here convert, and he converts. It takes a while, so I leave this open. I load the next one, the next audio file, Leonardo 2. I convert it. It happens much faster. Then I take Naomi 1. I convert her, and then I take the next one, Naomi 2, convert her. So it works pretty fast. That's everything we have to do. And yes, in the next video we create our motions out of this transcripts that we can later drag them into the scene we prepared, we animated. So yes, we see us in the next video. So now we want to create quickly the motions for the audio file. So now we separate this from the animation process because we can now concentrate us just for the lip syncing here. And I have here my LipTalk tag on our prepared character. What I do is simply I drag and drop here my first transcript. This is the Leonardo is our Naomi 1 example here. So I drag in Naomi 1 JSON file, load in the sound Naomi 1 here, this WAV file. I can add the soundtrack. We have to press here load transcript. This is very important. Press load transcript, then he has the datas, and she already begins here to lip sync here.
Brooklyn, across the Verrazano Bridge.
So I'm very happy here, right just out of the box here with this. You could use now also the advanced mode. So this is for phonemes when she tends to stretch the phonemes a little bit into length. Yes, but we have just short phonemes, so we don't need this advanced mode basically.
Brooklyn, across the Verrazano Bridge.
So you can see she's not closing in the mouth.
Across the Verrazano Bridge.
Here.
Brooklyn, across.
Brooklyn, so we need to reduce here this threshold, of course. Maybe here.
Brooklyn, across the Verrazano Bridge.
This is also very good. So this is without advanced mode.
Brooklyn, across the Verrazano Bridge.
And this is with advanced mode.
Brooklyn, across the Verrazano Bridge.
So let's take here this mode. You can also increase a little bit her strength rate, but this you can do also later in when you are in a scene after the baking. It's all also available here.
Brooklyn, across the Verrazano Bridge.
Yeah, I'm pretty happy with this out of the box here. So the release parameter doesn't work in advanced mode very much because it's controlled via the amplitudes. But I'm very happy.
Brooklyn, across the Verrazano Bridge. Brooklyn, across the Verrazano Bridge.
So the release parameter just works in advanced mode when there is no more amplitude for phoneme, then it closes the mouth.
Brooklyn, across the Verrazano Bridge.
So I'm pretty happy with that. What I'm doing now, I simply bake that. So here the playback start goes to 80. We have here playback 80, and I say here bake it up to frame 80. And simply press here bake. So we baked it, and now I go into my animate, create a motion clip, adjust the parameters for LipTalk, create some motion, I open the timeline, and now I simply save this file here, the source file, on my as a motion file here. I call it scene1 Naomi 1. I save it, then I delete this motion and load in the next audio file. So let's make another one. So I load in here the next one, Naomi 2, JSON file, press load transcript. We load the new audio file, Naomi 2 wave. So it automatically changes here. No, it doesn't change it.
That's right.
So we don't need this animation here. We could use here manual recorder, turn this on, and now here is on. Here is off. Yeah. So he doesn't accept this. As you can see, the tongue movement is very important here for the animation.
Guinea Gulch. We call the Verrazano Bridge the Guinea Gang Point.
So as you can see, it stops animating. We need to increase here our playback start end. This is very important if you have more LipTalk plugins which controls the same pause morph tag. Each LipTalk tag has to be in a separate range because a person can just talk one word simultaneously, so they would overlap, and so each LipTalk tag has its own playback range when it's active, so to say. So we have to increase here, of course. So we need to 140. This looks pretty good.
That's right, Guinea Gulch. We call the Verrazano Bridge the Guinea Gang Point.
So don't rely on this editor view. Simply render it also as a quick preview here. So 25. So check this in the preview.
That's right, Guinea Gulch. We call the Verrazano Bridge the Guinea Gang Point.
It looks much better as in the preview. So I'm also happy with that. We simply baked it to 140, or we simply start here. We start here at frame 40, baking 40 to 140, and simply start bake. So you can see baked it. Then we create a motion 40 to 140 and parameter because we need the user data. And in the timeline we see, and I save this also as a motion file. So it's no me too. Then we need to do this for the Leo. For our Leonardo part here has just one thing which is visible in the scene here in our scene. And save this as well, and yeah, we have done. So this you can do for all dialogues you prepare here for LipTalk. And that's it. That's the conversion of the audio files and make them converting into motions. We see us in the next video how to bring this into our scene here, in our animated scene. So here we are in our scene. I already brought the audio files into it. Therefore, I used my plugin audio workstation. It's much easier to work here with audio files.
So Bay Ridge, that's near Staten Island, right?
Brooklyn, across the Verrazano Bridge.
Saturday Night Fever territory.
That's right, Guinea Gulch. We call the Verrazano Bridge the Guinea Gangplank.
So we need to bring now this all into our character is already prepared for LipTalk because we rigged it. Yeah, we created the phonemes and so forth, and that's it. This is Leo. We start here first with our girl. So she has here LipTalk. Then we need, of course, here the LipTalk tag. Everything is there. What we need now to bring the motion to, there's another, you could create an empty motion track, which creates a motion layer. You can do that simply by animating add motion clip. But I try here out to go to rigging, animation tag, motion system, or simply I go here to animate and say here empty motion layer. So we open here in the timeline. As you can see, he created an empty motion layer. And I already imported here the motions here. Simply go here and load motion source. We saved it. I imported all 3 motion sources into my scene. So you can see here scene 1 Leo, scene 1 Naomi. And first of all, so here he starts talking at frame 19 or 87. So you simply drag here first motion here to this part here. So here he starts talking here. So the thing what you have to do is you have to switch here from real time into the recorded mode that it can read from the motions here. Yeah, this is important to know. Perfectly synchronized here. So now, so here he speaks the second part here.
Guinea Gulch. We call the Verrazano Bridge the Guinea Gangplank.
Perfect. And then this part for Leo as well. Here Leo also needs here, has here the LipTalk. He needs here a animate here empty motion layer, open a timeline, and so here we need to drag this Leo part here.
Saturday Night Fever territory.
That's right.
Saturday Night Fever territory.
That's right.
Saturday Night Fever territory.
That's right.
Saturday Night Fever. Saturday Night Fever Terror.
That's right.
Saturday Night Fever Terror.
That's right. Bridge.
Saturday Night Fever Terror.
That's right.
Yeah, that's good.
Bridge.
Saturday Night Fever Terror.
That's right.
You could also
Bridge.
Saturday Night Fever Terror.
That's right.
you can also stretch here a little bit so that it's a little bit slower here. This is also possible with the motions.
Bridge.
Saturday Night Fever Terror.
That's right. Guinea Gulch.
Saturday Night Fever Terror.
That's right. Bridge.
Saturday Night Fever Terror.
That's right.
So this is pretty awesome. So I think I'm happy with that. And that's everything we need to do. So how easy is that? So one person can convert the LipTalk, the audio files into LipTalk motions. The other one, simply animator, simply drags it into the scene and prepares the scene. Pretty easy workflow. So if you have hundreds of dialogues maybe, then it would be a very daunting task to animate everything by hand. So LipTalk can be a very big help in some cases. Maybe here for low budget animation movies, it can be a really good time saver here. So let's watch here this complete scene here. How this looks like here.
So Bay Ridge, that's near Staten Island, right?
Brooklyn, across the Verrazano Bridge.
Saturday Night Fever Terror.
That's right. Guinea Gulch. We call the Verrazano Bridge the Guinea Gang Point.
So she has nothing. She's naked here, so this is not good. Yeah.
So Bay Ridge, that's near Staten Island, right?
Brooklyn, across the Verrazano Bridge.
Saturday Night Fever Terror.
That's right. Guinea Gulch. We call the Verrazano Bridge the Guinea Gang Point.
Yeah, that's it. So I hope you had fun. This was the tutorial for LipTalk and production, and I hope you could learn a little bit from this video tutorial, and we see us later next time. Yo, stay tuned. Goodbye.